Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be planting bell peppers. Now, I just redid this pot. I took an old plant out, so my soil here, I took everything out, got all the extra old roots and stuff out of it, so we can go ahead and get this soil prepped so that this pepper plant can thrive at its fullest. So let's get right into this. Alright, it is a windy day out here today, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. Now, I started this pepper plant from seed, and if we look here, you can see there's a ton of little flowers starting on this. So it's time to get this thing in the ground. I think I've waited too long, actually. Hopefully this isn't getting a little bit root bound in this pot here, but I'm sure it is. So let's go ahead and get this soil prepped. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and add some fertilizer. Now, this is just an all-purpose plant food, really. It's a 12-10-5 fertilizer. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because this soil is pretty old. It's about 2 years old, maybe longer. And the plant that was in here was definitely not thriving anymore. So it's time to get this soil back some good properties here. Just go ahead and get this all over in here. Now what I'm gonna do is just mix this up. A little bit more here. Now what I would do if I had some is add some bone meal, something like that into this, kind of help this pepper plant a little bit more. But this is all I have for now, so this is what we're gonna do today. All right, so now that this soil is nice and set, we can get ready to the next step, which is adding some of this soil right into the pot. All right, now adding this soil in, I don't want to put too much because I want to have enough room to put this plant in here and then pack this soil in around it. Go ahead and check that out here, pack this in. Perfect. Don't want it too tight. Tight enough that there's no air pockets. All right, now let's get right into it with this pepper plant. I'm just gonna flip this over here and pop this out. Actually, let's check first, make sure it's deep enough. That looks good to me. So we will pop this off. Yeah, you can see the roots are starting to get down there, but not too bad. So let's go ahead and get this thing into its new home so it can start to thrive. So put this right in there like that. I'm not gonna break up the root ball or anything like that. I want this centered. That perfect. All right, now I can just add the soil in around it, pack it in, and give it some good water. Blast this back in here. That is the last of it. So I'll just go ahead and get this smoothed out in here, make sure that's in there good. All right, now that I got this plant in here, I want to go ahead and add a cage just so as this starts to get larger and branch out and have all of these peppers on it, it can have something to rest on. So kind of wish this plant was a little bit smaller so I don't damage it, but I waited a little bit too long here. So go ahead and get that centered on there. That looks good. And just plant this all the way down. Cool. All right, so that is in. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of mulch around this. Now all I'm using for mulch is just a bag of some wood chips. Go ahead and add a little bit of mulch in here. Awesome. All right, that looks good to me. I'm happy with it. Now let's go ahead and get some water on that, and then we just gotta wait. Alright, that should be plenty of water. Now this is going to be part 1 of this video. The next part I'll upload once this plant gets a little bit bigger and we start to get some fruit on here. So thank you guys for watching.